all on this panel for your time and your patience and the way you have brought your expertise on a very important subject to us today. Mr. Abbott, let me just start with you. The Office of Pesticide Programs was created to oversee the safe administration of pesticides in order to help farmers. But your testimony shows that it's failing to keep up with the demand. As a result, farmers are missing out on more affordable and effective products. And so in December, Mr. Abbott, Congress passed a law that asked for an independent audit of EPA processes and performance to make recommendations. And I just wanted to ask if you might have some insights or what you might expect that audit is going to find.
It's a great question, Congressman. I'm not sure what it will find, but I do know what we've done. As registrants, we paid an additional 30%. That was what was agreed to, and we're not seeing that money for the backlogs that we continue to talk about here today. So I would assume that it will maybe see some inefficiencies and where they could possibly bolster different staffing, that there were, whether it's a reduction in staff, people retire, people leave. I mean, we just need to fix what's wrong.
Gotcha. Well, let me ask you this. Are the delays at OPP simply a matter of a lack of congressional funding, or are there further regulatory changes that Congress really needs to consider?
I think you always got to consider the future, look at the past, where we've been and where are we going with new innovations, new technologies, and whether or not the current system fits the bill going forward. I can't speak to that per se, but I do know we just need to do, and I think doing an audit of it is going to probably get to the bottom of some of that.
Okay, thank you. Dr. Wyant, we often hear from producers the need for more tools in the toolbox. We've used that phrase several times here this morning as they face increasing pressures and the need to produce more with less. I wonder if you could take a moment and explain further how biostimulants being used in conjunction with traditional crop inputs like fertilizer and pesticides can actually help producers form a well-rounded plan to protect their crops.
Thank you, Congressman. Great question. So those fertilizers serve as that foundational component. We need to provide the plants nutrition that they need to grow and produce a great crop. That's something we've been doing for a long time, and something that Nutrien prides itself on bringing those materials to the market. One thing we can do with biostimulants is add a new functional component where we can take a material, and biostimulants are a big tent with lots of ingredients and lots of modes of action of how they impact the soil or the plant, and we can add a new component to the fertilizer in a blend. We can put them together and make something completely new, completely innovative, and some of these products can be very tailored to what those local conditions are, field conditions, weather conditions, even crop-specific conditions. Thank you.
Okay, great. Mr. Cameron, given your experience producing both conventional and organic crops, I imagine you know the ins and outs of almost any type of crop production tool out there. I think we would benefit from hearing your perspective on the value of the pesticides in ensuring an abundant U.S. food supply, since you farmed with them and without them. Could you share with us today how access to these EPA-approved pesticides is crucial for the farmer's success?
Absolutely. We know and we see with farming with very limited inputs in organic production that we run into disease issues, we run into pest issues that we really have a difficult time controlling. We've lost crops due to insects and disease, which is why organic products or produce tends to be higher in price. There's more risk involved. And when we have conventional chemistry that we can use for crop protection, we have a better, back to the toolbox, we have better tools to be able to put specifically on for certain pests to control them and get our crop to where we end up with higher yields and many times better quality.
Thank you. Thank you all again for being here today and for your expertise that you've shared. And Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. Now, please.